My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Bazaar. We're playing Dually. It is good to be back in a schedule. Ooh. Daily videos, there'll be streams soon. It's gonna be good. Ooh. There it is, Companion Core. I tried to click you last episode. I accidentally scrolled too far and got to the Critical Core, which is not represented here, but the Companion Core, every 6 seconds, haste your other friends for a second. And when you use another friend, charge this for a second. JJ sells items. That could be a broad way to search for a couple of the bronze tier friends. I'd happily take one.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
Micro Dave. When you use a small item, charge this for a second. It's also the Armadillo. When you shield, charge this 2 seconds. Both of them are friends. I'm going to take Micro Dave, because I do want to have some damage on my board, but Micro Dave is also not that much damage. Micro Dave is 6 burn every 5 seconds. You know who can increase that, though? Pyro could give us Cinders. Pyro's doing 2 burn every 3 seconds, which is only 3 damage every time it resolves. So, it's 10 resolutions in the fight for 3 damage apiece. It does 30 damage over the course of the entire fight before the sandstorm comes in. Of course, I'm not doing that much better than that with Micro Dave, but I come in with a lot more max HP, so. And also I'm doing literally twice as well in terms of raw burn amount. In terms of over time, actually I'm probably less efficient. Actually, just slightly more. Cinders. Huh? Oh, okay. I have enough. By selling Cinders, I will have 8, which is enough to pick up a medium. Oh, this is exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. A medium-sized silver tier item. We even get offered 3 friends. There's the Balloon Bot, every 4 seconds, shield 20 when you use the weapon to the right of this. This gains 10 shield for the fight. There is the Mech Moles. Every 6 seconds, deal 25 damage. When this gains haste, your weapons gain 2 damage to the fight. When this gains haste, your shield items gain 2 shield for the fight. And then there's the Monitor Lizard. Every 6 seconds, haste an item for 2 seconds, and when you haste, poison 2. I mean, what do you want me to do? Not? The game was very specifically like, Ryan, I instruct you to do this. Also, like, I've been so good. I've not done this for so long. Let me have this. If you can't beat him, join him. Well, actually, this is going to be pretty bad for me. That's the Omega and the Alpha Ray on the left-hand side of the Ignition Core. Which is going to help them scale their burn damage very quickly. Like, I got some nice poison on them, but they are scaling that burn damage up significantly. I'm going to lose this first round. A lot of Monitor Lizards lose their first round, okay? It's fine. You don't need to talk to a doctor about it. You just... It happens to a lot of dualies. Upgrade your leftmost bronze tier item in the Bazaar, and that being the Companion? The Companion Core, getting to give 2 seconds of haste to my other friends? That's really good. That's a yes right there. That'll be a yes from me. Regenerative Tincture up against the Strange Mushroom and Quixel, selling small and medium items. I'm gonna go to the Strange Mushroom, and I'm gonna get a skill. I've never gotten 4 gold from this. I've only ever gotten 2 or 3. And that doesn't change today. Sterling, you have some silver tier items, though. Heck, you even have a Ballista. When you haste, this gains 10 damage for the fight. When this gains haste, charge it for a second. You know what? Let me field it. Let me field a Ballista. It's early enough that I think that's totally appropriate still. It probably doesn't beat Borea. Like, I'd love it to, but I don't think it does. Covetous Thief I will beat, though.
Fresh
And also Shadowed Cloak next to the Bellista. That could be pretty good. Okay, so I'd probably be dead now in the other fight. I think it's about 16 seconds for 350 HP by the time you get to the Borea fight. At the start of each fight, gain a gold. Great. Honestly, I didn't want any of the other ones more than that, so that works out perfectly for me. I'd really like experience, actually, right now. Let's go to Pip. Please give me the poison someone. Oh, I was about to say, please give me the when you poison someone, also freeze them. Or rather, the first time you poison, freeze. Lost crate. Oh, thank you. Let me expand that board. I'll upgrade the core again. Yeah, sure. Let me get to a gold companion core before I leave day 2. Pistol Shrimp, you might have one of the strongest strikes known to humankind. But are you ready for a Bellista? I don't think you are. Are you ready for the perma-haste friends? Oh no, you've actually got a a silver dock lines there, so you slow my stuff, so I don't get towards perma-haste. However, I still do win the fight. Sterling again? Yeah. Brick Buddy. When you use an adjacent friend, this gains 20 shield for the fight. Yep. What am I lacking right now? I've got incredible damage. I've got, like, good resolution speed. I'm lacking disruption. And... Bellista... I think Bellista triggers fast... No. Yeah, I think Bellista triggers faster. So if they are all perma-hasted, Bellista is going to trigger every 4 seconds to Monitor Lizard's 3, and then if the Bellista has gotten hasted all, it is also going to charge for a second, which it will in its period of resolution before the Companion Core. Oh, the Companion Core itself doesn't have haste. I know the one that resolves the fastest is the Companion Core, so it goes on one side of the Brick Buddy. But yes, what is the final thing I need? That's right, survival. Monster Ranch. I could go for silver. All I have to do is sell Micro Dave, which I'm not going to act like I had trouble doing. Scrap, when you sell this, give your leftmost shield item made additional shield. That's not for Brick Buddy, that's for someone else. And then Gunpowder, when you sell this, your leftmost item with ammo gains additional ammo. Nice, but yeah. Eccentric Etherite versus Rogue Scrapper. Rogue Scrapper? Rogue Scrapper does have really good items for us, specifically the Medkit and Junkyard Repair Bot. Also, the skill Rust for just slowing an enemy item is really nice. But the Junkyard Repair Bot, when you sell this, give your leftmost healing item plus 15 heal. The Medkit says the same. That would be really good when I pick up First Aiden, which definitely wants to go on this build. It is a 3-second resolving friend, so it's really good for the resolution speed of Companion Core, and it gives haste, so it's really good for Monitor Lizard and Bellista. The thing is, the Eccentric Etherite I can definitely beat as well. And also, the Eccentric Etherite has a skill called Rigged. At the start of each fight, haste 2 items for 3 seconds.
I'm faster than lightning.
If I only had poison, I might still lose to the Eccentric Etherite here. But because I have Bellista, I'm certain I'm not going to. I'm capable of knocking down their shield before they use it to hit me in the face. Also, I'm shielding for a really good amount. This is good. Oh my god, we did get the rigged! Okay. Okay. Rigged. At the start of each fight, haste 2 items for 3 seconds. If that hits the core, suddenly I start the fight so much quicker, and because my build gets faster the longer it's... Well, not really gets faster the longer it's going. It's just every resolution after the first is very quick. This is one of the best things I could find. Rigged. Literally rigged. Candy stash for 3 bronze tier bars. I'm going to go to JJ's. I'm looking for First Aiden and other quick friends. Well, there's Race Carl. When you haste, charge this 2 seconds.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
That's a pretty quick friend. There's also Copper Ed every 6 seconds, poison for 2 and gain 10 shield. I'm gonna leave. 3 loot items definitely looks like the option here for us. Race Carl. When you haste, charge this 2 seconds. So it's charging off of the Monolith Lizard and it's charging off of every trigger from Companion Core. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Companion Core basically triggers Race Carl immediately. Race Carl then gives a second worth of charge back to the Companion Core. All of this occurring next to the Brick Buddy, who's getting additional shielding for each adjacent friend use. I'm pretty happy about this. This is going really well. Gain scrap from shield, sharpening stone for damage, cinders for burn, shield item. It's definitely loot items for us. 2% cooldown reduction across the board. We take that. Middle sells medium items. Pip sells bronze tier skills. I still really want to see when you freeze someone for the first time or when you haste for the first time. Freeze. First time you fall below half health each fight, burn 10. That's not really going to be that relevant. Leftmost item has lost 5% crit chance. Frostfire, first time you burn each fight, freeze an item for 3 seconds. It's not unlikely I want to incorporate burn into this build at some point. Probably to replace Bellalista or Brick Buddy. Maybe to replace Monitor Lizard, but with Final Dose, Monitor Lizard is really good right now. I'm going to take Frostfire. Open myself to that possibility. Doing whatever. Brick Buddy that's not scaling because you don't have any friends adjacent to it? That's a bit tough. Oh, no, it's scaling from the armored core. I see, I see, I see. Yeah, my build just resolves real quick. It's just real good at doing things real quick. Argenta has silver tier skills. Argenta, give me Hotspot. With Hotspot, I won't even have to trigger, Oh! Well, okay, our decision just got made. Monitor Lizard's never disappearing from this build. We found corrosive toxins. When you poison, enemy weapons lose 3 damage.
There are a lot of steps in this staircase, but it's beautiful up there.
Because I know it's not leaving the build, I'm now going to go to the Artisan Dunes and pay 5 to find a better craftsman, which I guess means I'm giving the scrap to the Brick Buddy instead. Not happy about that, but I now get to give 2 poison to the Monitor Lizard, who's going to be staying on board.
Does he know it? Try oiling or new food.
Technovirus, you're going to try and hit a small item. You'll note quite quickly I don't have those. However, you do have Solar Farm. Every 6 seconds, give your other items haste for a second and gain 4 regeneration for the fight. When you burn, charge this for 2 seconds. That and a really fast charging burn item would be a really good reason to finally field burn on this field. I'll hold the virus though. Every 12 seconds, poison for 1, destroy another small item on each player's board, and then gain poison for each item destroyed. Upgrade your leftmost silver tier item. Course cooldown was reduced by 5%, it's not nothing. Takes us down to 5.6 on the resolution of the companion core. Upgrading silver is, like, the Brick Buddy gets so much out of that. Bellalista also gets a lot out of that. When you haste, it'll gain 20 damage for the fight. Monitor Lizard only gets 1 poison and 1 second of haste given to another thing. It actually gets significantly less than the other options here. The thing is, because I have creeping toxins, I know that Monitor Lizard is always going to stay on this board. So it becomes difficult to justify giving Bellista the upgrade when I know Bellista is actually dead slots right now. Late game, I can get my haste resolution so quick, and I have rigged already. I get my haste resolution so quick that building poison is infinitely better than trying to actually get Bellista to fire. And this still does the poison even if it's frozen, just as long as the haste triggers are happening. So does that make that the item that I have to upgrade because I know it's staying on the board? Brick Buddy probably stays on the board pretty long. In fact, the next 2 slots to change will be Bellista. I'm going to quickly check. Brick Buddy, do you go to 30 or 40? 30 with your upgrade. And Monitor Lizard, are you only gaining the 1 poison, 1... 1 poison, 1 haste? Yep. Boy. Bellista, you're not going to just tell me that you're actually much better than I thought. Absolutely not. If it increased the amount of charge it got for haste, that would be incredible, but no, it doesn't. Yeah, it's the Monitor Lizard. Snack time for 125 max HP. Like, HP is the only thing that I really need right now. Speaking of, HP is the only thing that I really need right now. I'm going to go to the contest and get 150 max. Xeon Sega. I am your doom. That's a lot of burn on your build. Oh, and you do have heavy machinery when you use the core. Haste an item for 4 seconds. That's great. Your weapons are now doing negative 100 damage, so thank you for healing me. Realistically, why do I think the Bellista is going to be better than the Monitor Lizard almost no matter what I'm capable of doing? Yes, corrosive toxins has part to do with it. Yes, final dose. Yes, rigged, etc. But the real reason is that right now, the objective in this game is not to wait for your cooldowns. Don't ever wait for your cooldowns. How dare you? If you have to wait 8 seconds for something to fire, you are going to lose in late game. What you need are things that trigger, but do not need to hit their cooldown. So when you haste Poison 7, for instance, Race Carl is a nice part of this because it does have a trigger effect when you haste charge this 2 seconds. And as a friend, when it activates, it also triggers other trigger effects. When you use a friend, charge this for a second, things of that ilk. Now, charging for a second does still mean that you require the activation to actually happen, which is why it's nice that the payoff is on something that doesn't. That's probably what they're going to change about the Monitor Lizard, by the way. Same thing they did to the Pufferfish. But Pufferfish also got taken out of the game shortly thereafter, so I guess we'll see how that actually resolves. Let's work at the docks. I could use some coin. And a tool. Multi-tool every 4 seconds. Haste another item for a second. Slow an item for a second. It's nice, but I don't want it. Curio sells bronze tier junk items, and there are great bronze tier junk items. There's also a small battle. Anyway, I'm going to the eating content. Did you believe for a second I wasn't going to? Even for a millisecond? Gorgon Noble and Hercuvian Rocket Launcher. So, Hercuvian Rocket Trooper, specifically has only one thing I want, but I want it quite bad. And it's a silver rocket boots. When you sell this, give your leftmost haste item plus 2 seconds of haste. The companion core with 5 seconds of haste is not needed, but if my enemy's running slow or slow or freeze, any disruption, it can have some nice redundancy. Up next to it, though, is the Gorgon Noble. And the Gorgon Noble has Paralytic Poison for freezing an enemy, Basilisk Fang. When you poison, this gains 10% crit damage for the fight. Oh, sorry, 10% crit chance for the fight. The Trained Spider is probably the actual real champion here. Your leftmost poison item gains 2 additional poison. Obviously, the fact that we get additional experience and definitely will win the fight, that too, those are good. So you can see exactly there that they froze the Monitor Lizard, but the real impact of the Monitor Lizard, the poison, that was still happening.
Use a strong arm like yours.
Nightshade, every 4 seconds, poison 2 and heal 20. There's absolutely no way that ever makes its way onto the field. Get a friend, Sharpening Stone. I'm going to go for the extract for additional poison. I believe at this point I'm getting, yep, Silver Tier. So that's 4 additional poison for the Monitor Lizard. I'll sell the Nightshade as well. Goldie sells gold tier items. That's a really late lost crate. Goldie, show me a... Oh. Bulldozer. And it's gold. When you use another friend, this gains 20 damage for the fight. Your other friend's cooldowns are reduced by 20%. If I sold Bella Lista and Brick Buddy, I could afford and field that. What, are you not going to do it? What? 20% rather. Cooldown reduction on all of my friends, and it's good scaling damage. Do I need it? Absolutely not. But I have it. Professor Wriggle is selling poison skills. I definitely can't afford anything I actually want from you. Let's get a small tool. Charge the item to the left of this for a second. Why not? Let's give that to the companion core. The real reason to do this is because Bill eventually, when upgraded, I think it's 30%? Yeah, upgrades to 30% cooldown reduction for all of my friends on board. And if this is replaced with a First Aiden, that's gonna get pretty insane. That's suddenly my build starts instantly and doesn't stop ever. Furnace, small flame item, Goldie, Malafong. I mean, I can't actually go to Goldie right now. I'm gonna go get the small flame item. And it is actually what I wanted. Bomb Squad. When you use an adjacent friend, charge this 2 seconds. That's great. If I put that between Race Carl and Companion Core, now the Companion Core has another target for its haste. When it's used, it gives 2 seconds worth of cooldown to the Bomb Squad, and so does Race Carl. This is gonna trigger a lot faster now. Alia sells weapons, there's a small friend and a house party, but I'm gonna go and fight, because if I do fight a big bad enemy, oh my god, it's actually the Zookeeper, that's incredible. But if it gave me an enemy that I would otherwise usually have difficulty dealing with today, I wouldn't. This build is really good. I don't shield really much anymore, but that's fine. Yeah, it was pretty good. When you use a friend, Poison 1 is Toxic Friendship. Please give me your skill, Toxic Friendship. Leeches! When you poison, this gains 10 damage for the fight. It has lifesteal. What? Burn items have cooldown reduced, Sharpening Stone. Experience. I'm gonna upgrade the core. I can absolutely beat Infernal. What damage is the big sword gonna do to me? Leeches, when you poison, which is for every haste trigger, this gains 10 damage to the fight and has lifesteal. How does leeches scale? I don't think it's what I want, but you don't get leeches every day. If you do, I'm terribly sorry for you. Okay, Leeches unfortunately has a bronze tier skill, which means that instead of when things only appear for the first time at silver tier, it usually means that they will double for their next upgrade. But because it doubled from bronze to silver, Leeches only gets another 5 for when you poison. This does additional damage to the fight. Not really going to be relevant. So Infernal's Infernal Sword does burn equal to its damage. So it should heal me of burn at this point, right?
This is but a spark of fire.
We gave him a Fire Claw with negative 25 burn on it. Oh, Burning Rage. When you burn, your weapons gain 4 damage for the fight. I've never actually picked up that skill from you. Additional experience. Anti-sell small items. Now, the thing is, it's difficult for me now to find a space for First Aiding. Gumballs could give us crits, health. Study will give me another level up before I get to my next fight. I'll take the study then. Middle has medium tier items, but Race Carl's damage is not why Race Carl is on the board. I'm going to go to the eating contest and chomp. Course cooldown is reduced by 5% is definitely what I'm going to want to do. But before I do that, just in case, I'm going to take Bill Dozer off the field, then reduce its cooldown, then put Bill back on. Alright. Uh-huh. School holidays, I see. Well, you seem to be very entrenched on doing damage there, friend. What if you didn't, though? What if that just weren't a thing you got to do? I think that'd be fun. Slow-mo Lumbra, absolutely. Give me the first time you use a large item, slow 3 items.
If you could feed this thick, slow river, you would understand.
Instead, I got Net Launcher. The first time you use a large item each fight, slow 2 items for 5 seconds. I'll take it. Eating contest. Yeah, Tox Clocks was offered there, but I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna munch. Thug versus Shock Trooper. Thug versus Shock Trooper. I mean, Bonk is always incredible. Nothing wrong with bonking. I guess neither of you is that exciting, but Thug does have a couple of upsides that are severe. Thieves Guild and Bonk. Just an incredible density of good hits. Spices, yeah, this is good for some builds. Your weapons gain damage equal to your weakest weapon's damage for the fight. So that'd be a good way for me to double the damage of Bill Dozer, because by the time Spices resolves, Bill will have like 200 damage. And then I could even give it an additional ammo. Oh, but like, this is already killing them way faster than that will. Let's work at the docks. Looking for Tour? Yeah, weak point detector. Your weapons gain 3 damage to the fight. When you slow charges 2 seconds, not really worth it. Curio sells bronze junk tier items. It'd cost me 24 to get a golden dozer at this point, which I could afford. Alright, Tinker, you're selling friend items. Show me something. That's the dozer! I'm so glad I specifically made sure I would have had cash for this. So Dozer is going to upgrade to now give 30 additional damage to itself when I use another friend, but the really important part is your other friend's cooldowns are reduced by 30% now. The resolution speed of this board is insane. Additional experience. Oh, there's the extract for poison. It's got to be extract for poison. Is that gold tier poison at this point? It is. Yeah, 6 additional poison to the monitor lizard. Formerly underscore blue. I'm going to turn you into formerly underscore alive, buddy. This is not a good build. This is not a good build for you to face. Oh, you got weapons on board? Really? Let me turn them into weapons. Apostrophe T at the end. Flail already got it. And the other ones didn't even fire, so. With a resolution speed like this, shielding is a bad idea. Fails dig site, find any item in the bazaar. I don't have enough money to really want to look that deep like that. Gumball machine. I'm going to look at the... Because I don't want to spend my money in the gumball, but I'm going to look at the first
A change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
set of items for Pearl. Haste your small items for a second when using aquatic adjacent. Silencer, if you have exactly one weapon, reduces cooldown by 20%. That would give me the ability to reduce the cooldown of Race Car and put other things back on the field instead of Bulldozer and just benefit from Race Car having a lower cooldown. But I don't want to do that. I'm going to roll exactly once. Save, which, because it sells for 0 itself, doesn't actually give you enough money to replace itself. Sleeping Poison and Dock Lines. I'm going to leave. I'm not going to be jealous. Jealous? Greedy. I'm not... I knew it was one of the 7 sins. I'm not going to be lusty here. I'm going to just go into the next fight. We fight another monster. We fight the Infernal Frigate. Oh, give me Firestarter. Give me the skill. At the start of the fight, burn 17. Dang, we don't get it. We get the Rocket Launcher instead. Has multicast of 3, does 10 damage and 2 burn. While your enemy has burn, it does additional damage. Activates every 6 seconds. Sold it. Burninator bot. Joyful Jack poisons for every time we heal. Not the direction we want to go. Oasis Guardian and Burninator bot. Big Billy Dozer does do a lot of damage, I gotta say. I'm riding him high for the moment, but soon people will start freezing my stuff. And then things get dicey. 3 loot items. I think it's 3 loot items at this point. I have a target for burn. I have a target for poison. I have a target for pretty much anything I want except for scrap. Don't give me scrap. 2 experience. Great. 3 regen. Great. How dare you? How dare you defile my name with scrap? Simon sells skills unique to Dooley. Please give me, when you use the core, haste 2 items.
You're the only one that's nice.
If you have exactly 1 friend, no. Machine learning. Upgrade the core. There's nothing beyond diamond to party like it's 1999. If you upgrade friend, your other items gain 6 additional damage, 6 additional shield, and 2 bonus burn. You never find... Oh my god. Sorry. You never find a burn upgrade after you get that. Sorry, a friend upgrade. And then Frozen Synapse. When you freeze, haste the core for 2 seconds. Admittedly, this isn't much. But I do freeze once a fight, and I am looking for more freezes, and all haste triggers are good haste triggers for us. I'll take it, regretfully. But I'm gonna eat all of these chocolate bars happily. Chomp, 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 chomp. We're up against Rex, Maximilian, aka King. There's the soldering gun on their board. They did manage to freeze Big Billy Dozer. In fact, they managed to freeze my entire board. But that didn't stop all of my poison doing its job. How'd you freeze so much on my board? Oh, Quick Freeze and Frostfire and Creeping Chill all went off at the same time. That's wild. JJ sells items over on the far left there. But when you see the eating contest, you eat the eating contest. That's how it goes. Tox Clock sells haste, slow, and cooldown items. I'm going to look at you, but I don't really expect anything from you here. Macmoles. See, when this gains haste, your weapons gain 4 damage for the fight. Your shield items gain 4 shield for the fight. How is that gonna stand up next to this? Pyrocarbon when you gain burn. Haste your items for a second. That's when you gain burn. And Chem Snail when you slow. Charges for 2 seconds. No, thank you. Upgrade your leftmost items, says the Bazaar at this point. I say, what, 2 additional poison on the Monitor Lizard? Is that what you're asking me for? And the game says, yes. Weapons platform. Ooh, weapons platform. When you use a large item, haste 2 smaller items for 2 seconds. Distributed systems would be useful here, and it's just an additional haste trigger. Oh, you had First Aiden? I didn't even know. First Aiden's resolution speed would be 2.1 seconds. The only thing is, with 2 items hasted at the start of the fight, the resolution speed for Carl is 1.5 seconds. Assuming Carl isn't the target of it, in which case it's even faster. But the resolution speed for Carl is 1.5 seconds. Which means that the resolution speed for the bomb squad, after 1.5 seconds, which the bomb squad will obviously see, gets 2 shorter. So the bomb squad's first resolution is actually 2.1 seconds into the fight, which is, and this is important, faster than First Aiden. First Aiden also gives a haste trigger of itself, but bomb squad, after that point in the fight, triggers much faster than First Aiden does because of the appropriate adjacencies of Race Call and Companion Call. Professor Wriggle is here to teach us some poison skills. The first time you use large item each fight, poison 9. There's also your medium poison item, so +6 poison. That's a lot of poison. Corrosive toxins upgrade. And chemical fire, +2 poison and +2 burn to burn items. Anyway, corrosive toxins is getting the upgrade, and I'm going to all in for a gold tier skill. Oh, it's skills. Well, hardly working. When you slow, gain 2 regeneration for the fight. I slow twice. When you use the core, your shield items gain 10 shield for the fight. I have no shield items. I would love to enchant the Monitor Lizard with shields, and then suddenly I would have like insane shields online just with titanium casing. Tracer fire, when you burn, your items gain 2% crit chance for the fight. I will burn like 10 times in a fight. That's 20% crit chance to all of these. The only thing is the Monitor Lizard is the only one that really cares. Like, Bulldozer can get crit chance, but the Monitor Lizard, by the time Bulldozer is doing a crit, is already killing the enemy no matter what. I'm going to take titanium casing on the speculative possibility of getting a shielded enchant.
I have seen such talent once before, and it bloomed into a Dira.
My fight isn't with
Bizarro Jerry, what? Someone who dates an appropriate age? That'd be wild. Oh man, the enemy got a lot of poison on me. A lot of burn, rather, sorry.
Bring her about.
Oh, they almost got me. Without Creeping Cough, they absolutely would have. Without the full Creeping Cough upgrade as well that I have, they absolutely would have. So I don't really scale in the fight, is the thing. So sparring partner, although I need the money, I don't think I'm actually that good at finding sparring partner. But I do need the money.
Practice your moves. See what works.
I think I'm like fine. Maximum fine at finding sparring partner. I get no additional shielding, so it's basically how much can I do before the before the sandstorm comes and kills me. I've got, you know, some scaling damage on Big Billy Dozer. I guess that's making a fair chunk of these. So I came in with 15 money. And what, I'm going to be leaving with 30? 31? Yeah. Okay, 16 gold for taking the middle option there.
That I win
I'm fine with that. Tools have cooldowns. Ooh, friends have their cooldowns reduced by 3%. That's what I'm going to do. And again, just in case, I'm going to take Big Billy Dozer off of the field. Regenerative Tincture for 12 regen? Honestly, 12 regen is probably more than the 150 health right now. Is that the case? I don't know. Really depends who I go up against. Trash Titan. Juggler is obviously incredible here. Whenever you use a small item, charge a large item by a single second. You don't have anything else that I find interesting though, do you, buddy? Do you want to tell me? Venom... No, not really. When you use the item to the left of this, haste the item to the right of this 2 seconds. I just need more. I need as many friends as possible on the field, so I don't really want to take things off for that. Hulking Experiment, you don't have anything for me at all, do you? Absolutely not. Alright, I'm just going to go for the Veteran Octopus then. I don't want to do the juggle looking for exactly one specific item. Instead, I'm more than happy to take 5 full experience and 13 gold. The enemy trying to attack me with this octopus, how dare you? Your items have plus 1% crit chance for each weapon you have. Sure. Orion sells tools, spare change, and Andy sells small items. I mean, I'll look at what you got, Andy. Oh, Induction Aegis, I can upgrade it. I'm not going to put it on board, but I can upgrade it. I'm going to use the core or another ray, charges for 2 seconds, so that I can freeze small items. Honestly, no, I'm just going to be faster, and that's my game plan. It's working out well so far. 3 loot items is what I'm looking for here, definitely. Ah, dang. Both gunpowder. I mean, the single extract is really good. I should be happy about that. And I am. Alia sells weapons.
My battle days are over.
Oh, wow. There's Dianosaur. If your enemy has at least 4 items, destroy a small enemy item for the fight. And its cooldown would be really low. That said, is it better than what I'm currently doing with the lizard? The answer may surprise you. Unless you think the answer is no. Crane! When you use a large adjacent item, this gains 60% damage to the fight. When you use an adjacent medium item, this gains 40% damage to the fight. Admittedly, I do think it would be absolutely hilarious. I do actually think it'd be a real laugh if I put the crane back on board at this point. We're not at infinite trigger resolution between Race Carl and another item over here. And also, Bulldozer is giving 30% cooldown reduction to the entire board. Like, this would still resolve in 10 seconds. That's the big problem. Before 10 seconds, I'm hoping to have won the fight. Making Crane really hard to use in this instance.
I hope you live long enough.
But it has so much higher potential than what my current board. Over the length of the fight that will actually happen, my current board is significantly better. Over a theoretical fight, Crane. Crane all the way. A theoretical perfect fight wants Crane. But see how we're 10 seconds into this fight and the enemy already has enough poison to die and they also haven't hit me and also their items are doing negative damage? It's difficult to really rock the boat when everything's going so well, you know? Or to sell shield skills. Really, the only shield skill I want is, at the start of the fight, shield for some amount of your max HP. But JJ's probably not going to give me anything, so sure, let me see.
Just waited for them to collapse.
Your large shield items have 120 additional shield. There's titanium casing again, which I'm gonna take again, because what if I do get the shield in shot? Then I'm going to the moon, baby! I don't want to go to the sparring partner again. I don't need the money from you. 325 max HP, though.
Awakened district.
Let's go, buddy. When you use a large item, haste an item for 4 seconds. Says trickle-down economics. I'd be happy to have that. Come on and give it to me. Oh, that is a skill. It's not. Oh, it is. It's trickle-down economics. Oh, we can finally see it work. When you use a large item, haste an item for 4 seconds. So that's just Bulldozer triggering haste. Nothing wrong with that. Friends, cooldown reduction, 350 max HP. Still nothing to turn one's nose up at. I'm going to go for the... So yours is 4.9 right now. 3% cooldown reduction, and then 4.7. Yes, so Bill is still affected if he's off the field. I already knew that to be the case. I don't know if I need to do the micro anymore, or if that's been patched out, but I'm happy to do it in the interim. Tinker sells friend items. It can't sell me Race Car or Bomb Squad, which are the 2 friends that I want the most. And realistically, I just need to, again, live longer in the next fight, and this'll get us there. Simon sells skills unique to Dooley. Haste ones, please. Core has a cooldown reduced by 10% while you have burn. Double this effect. That's not really that relevant to me, but I'll take it. When you use the core, adjacent weapons gain 5 damage to the fight. Upgrade the core. Yep, definitely overclocked. I mean, I think this is a different... I think this works differently to selling the other items, but I'm still going to move Bill off just in case. 3.3 second cooldown on the companion core. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Market 0. We got a big Lebowski fan in the house. Rug ties the room together, etc., so on and so forth.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
The freeze is starting to come out. Their burn is serious. But they're also dead.
You should put it toward nobler use.
Literal speedrun. I mean, sure, I dropped... Was it just my first match? So sure, it wasn't a perfect... Yeah, it was literally just the first match that we dropped. We've only lost 1 prestige. So... It was 1 round longer than it necessarily had to be, but this is 48 minutes, and it's an incredibly successful run. We've got corrosive toxins. We've got trickle-down economics. We had titanium casing just in case it was relevant. We are rigged. The whole run, from the very start, was rigged. Got a monitor lizard with a bunch of poison on it, diamond. We got a diamond bulldozer. We got Race Carl. Doesn't need an upgrade. He's good as he is. Same with the bomb squad. And then a companion core with a 3.3 second cooldown. It's diamond itself. I'm very pleased with this run. What a fun run. I'm an absolute menace, and I'm so sorry to any of the people who have to fight my ghost. I'll definitely take 3 chests for it, though. Don't you worry. I'll take them, and, in fact, we'll open them. And hit it! Ooh. Okay, unfortunately those are only skins that I already have. But get cozy. I don't think I... Oh, not post. Did that just... Oh, no. Okay. I was like, did that just immediately purchase when I opened and hit that button? But no, I think it was just pre-counting, yeah, the amount of gems that I got from the chests there. But yes, that's also, I believe, my first... Oh, no, it's not my first additional rug. In fact, I have a lot of additional rugs. Well, it's a good one nonetheless. Dupes for the skins, but alas, that'll happen. For the moment, let me just say thank you for clicking on the video that was less than an hour long, and I hope you were surprised and enjoyed the fact that it was actually a win, a legitimate speedrun for me in this instance. We'll see if we can get a win down to 40 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't know, depending on how fast I speak. Anyway, a special thanks this episode to Jazzy. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.